they suspended Once Upon a Time, Veil of Summer, Oko, and Field of the Dead today. So we'll see if Historics may be a little bit less green. I expect green is still probably the best thing in the format, but we'll see. We're kicking off today with an old standard favorite here. We've got black, white, vampires. This archetype didn't really get new cards out of Eldraine. I've got some Castle Locthwain here as a 2 of, but I think that's the only thing I've got. Yeah, I've got 2 castles. There weren't really good vampire cards in Eldraine, I didn't think. So if you have suggestions for things that might be good additions, as always, constructive and specific suggestions are welcome. But I did a cursory search and I did not find anything that sounded useful. Castle, not looking particularly stellar here as a tapped land. I think I'm just going to play this tapped on 1 and then do this on 2. Oh gosh, the friends list is available in game too? Weird. I'm confused. Oh, you're right, Marty. That explains why, because the name shifted over in the November update, right? So they pulled the friends list from the November update, and they just didn't shift the name back. That's a super. I remember talking about that, right? We were like, why did this move over? I don't appear to be able to, like, click on my opponent at all here. So again, Frost Otter, rather than you suggesting random cards and me telling you that they're bad ideas, instead, tell me what problem you think my deck has and how that problem's solved with the suggestion that you're making. Oh, right, we do have a new pet. Oh, he's so angry. Look at him. Look at her. Arr. Look at him go, chat. Look at him go. All right. Combat. Smash with these. Three of the goodest boys. The pet needs 3 names. That's true. That's true. We need lots of names for lots of heads. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. I like Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Still release ready. Ooh. Omnath. That's a little scary. Oh, I guess they need some lands. Oh, Wild Growth Walker. Casual game 9s. Alright, let's draw an untapped land here, huh? Sick. Sick. Hit me, dealer. Whee! Ooh, that's a good one, too. Drew a couple of cards there. Crunch. You ever attack with the Ebon first to see if they block with the Walker? No, this is much better. It's got to remove the Walker and attack with a bunch of things. Alright, we might be a scotch ahead. Scotch, tiniest of scotches. I've got 6 land, 2 Sorins next turn, so I've got like double Helix if they don't gain more life here. Not to mention we're just like super far ahead on board. For people who are Pioneer fans, my blue-red Eldrazi primer went up on Cool Stuffing today. Believe this still works. That link's still good. Perfect. Excuse me? Excuse me? What? What? Well then. Well then, they have 6, 7, 8, 9 damage in play. Do I just Conclave Tribunal the Wild Growth Walker again and hope not to get rebuked? If I Tribunal the Wild Growth Walker, I'm dead to Nissa, right? Because they have 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's only 11. It's only 11 if they have Nissa. I think I just Tribunal the Walker again here, hope to not get rebuked a second time, and then like double Sorin to kill them next turn. If I just like keep them off of gaining life here, we can kill them next turn. Yeah, not being dead to Nissa, I think means we just do this and hope to like double Sorin kill them next turn. Is this This can sacrifice a Vamp to deal 3 damage to something. we could mash our head into the keyboard and win this game. I don't think so. I think this game's actually very close since they had River's Rebuke. Sorry, did you need attention, Captain Command? I got you.
The land fights for us.
So the Abzan Doom list. Thanks, Sal. I appreciate the biddies. And welcome back, Captain Command. RQR, Master X, Vernash, MTG Viking. There are a few in there. Turnpike Bear. Yep. So we're dead. I believe this is lethal, right? Not really. Not really playing around this. Who's the person that said we could bash our head into the keyboard and win this game? Can someone time them out, please? I would appreciate that. River's Rebuke was super strong there. Really close game overall. Alright, remember that time I put 4 Noxious Grasp in my sideboard? Pepperidge Farm remembers. For 3 Murderous Rider. My deck can't cast Murderous Rider. I have 14 black sources. You need a minimum of... You want 16 to 18 black sources in your deck in order to have Murderous Rider be a worthwhile... In order to have Murderous Rider be a castable Magic the Gathering card. So to answer your question, no, I think that's a bad inclusion because it's not consistently castable. If you want to learn more about mana math, I'd encourage you to check out this article here from Frank Kirsten. I think I'm just swapping the Tribunals and the 5-drop for 4 Noxious Grasp here. Click and go. Thanks for the 17 months, Top Toe, and the generous tier 3 at that. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Easy mulligan here. Yeah, this is fine, right? What am I bottoming? Is it just Champion of Dusk? I think it's Champion of Dusk. A little unfortunate that we drew a second black 1-drop there, because now like, I couldn't go double 1-drop this turn. I think it's correct to lead on the Skymarcher, though, just because it attacks for the most on turn 2. Hopefully we hit some running black sources here and get to go this next turn, and then Sanctum Seeker the following turn. Opponent's hand does not seem like it was keepable in this matchup. They have black in their deck. Interesting. They want to trade here. That's fine. They take 8 and go to 4. Oh, yeah, they're probably a Yarok. That's a good observation. Really? I mean, I did Conclave Tribunal them, so I assume they boarded this in because of Conclave Tribunal. That Rex Sage definitely means I don't want Conclave Tribunal in my deck, though. They could just be straight blue-green, splashing red for Omnath and black for Yarok. Doesn't seem unreasonable. I think I'm happy with how I boarded. I'm just going to go ahead and run it back. Yeah, first deck of the day, Wargy. I had a late start today. I had a late start, and then Arena had a little bit of downtime with its patch, so we started even a little bit later than I was expecting. Could cut Legion's Landing as well. Nah, I think it's fine. When cards come off suspend, do they gain haste? I mean, that's in the rules, so I'd assume. One would assume that's how it works. Thanks for the 16 months, Durka Durka. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Seriv, thanks for the 10 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. It's been a while since we played you, Vanguard. Those annoying things for priority, but card's very good. I had around 10 historic decks, but after the suspension, none of my decks are legal. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Vampire. Hit the acceleration there. We could get Nissa as early as next turn. Not having a 1-drop on 1 here might be the death of us. We'll see. Sanctum Seeker pushes a lot of damage. I do have a second Lord here as well. Yep. I'd assume we're dead from here. Their hand has to be real bad. This lets me attack into Yarok with this guy, but not really making inroads here. If they have an Omnath, they just like end our whole career here. They get to kill both our Legion Lieutenants. That's a friends list in the lower left-hand corner. I'm a Magic player, so I don't have any friends, but I'm sure some other people will find that useful. It's like peak sneaky that like they didn't mention it in yesterday's update and then it's just here today. That's also kind of unbeatable. Also doesn't feel particularly beatable. That was the card that killed us game 1. Yeah, we're very good at this point. Yeah, that sounds reasonable, impromptu. I don't think you can turn it off. I think the 0 just has to sit there and mock you. Check the settings. Gameplay. Someday I dream of the ability to rebind these keys. Ooh, Sorin. This was our mistake last match. We didn't have turn 3 Sorin at all. Turn 3 Sorin. Turn 3 Sorin, Champion of Dusk. Draw 3 cards. Let's do it. Just make the kids and wife accounts and add them as your only friends. Still no turn 3 Sorin. We're really bad at this. Yeah, we're going to draw a Castle Vantress here. Just not be able to play the Sorin still. Nothing says peak Magic the Gathering like stumbling and dying. Yep. Oh, can't attack anyways. Might as well do this. My body's ready to get time wipe next turn. That doesn't bode well for our hero, chat. What an incredibly low variance game, this Magic the Gathering. This game sucks. Ain't that the truth sometimes? Like, well. And I mean, that's how this deck was in Standard too, right? Like, this definitely wasn't one of my favorite decks in Standard. Like, this is very much a deck where, like, most of your decisions in decks like this Vampires decks are how you sideboard and how you mulligan, because when you're actually playing out the games, your plays tend to be very scripted just based on what you have available to you. Blue-white control or blue-white mid-range, we don't really know. They had Elite Guard Mage, but that could just be something they're doing in a control deck too. I'm only seeing 3 spells out of them. My body is ready to never draw another spell with this hand and die. I'm actually going to shock this in on 1 and play Skymarcher Aspirant. And this allows me to go Swamp Duress Knight on 2. Hey, Sojourner, thanks for the 10 months of support there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Do I need to Duress this turn? I don't think I do. With the threat, I'm going to go threat here. Well, I mean, Nexus is one of the decks that they didn't ban anything out of. I guess they technically banned Veil Summer. They basically didn't touch Nexus. Huh? Alright, I'll take your Solar Wreckage. I wonder if they're going to burn the Blink here to prevent me from triggering the Knights of the Ebon Legion. That doesn't seem completely unreasonable. Smooch kisses. My kindergarten age nephew saw some older kids at school playing paper, and he asked me if I could teach him. Nice. They're playing Blink of an Eye and Brazen Borrower. That's a choice. So I assume we're losing the Ebon Legion here. And kind of a medium spot. We know they have another Prison Realm lined up here. I'm gonna play this and pass. It's not super resource efficient, but I prefer not to just, like, play this and get it immediately Prison Realmed. Is peak our president? You mean our president is a perpetual child? Is that what you meant to say? Our president has the emotional maturity of an adolescent child. Okay, hitting a castle against the control deck sounds good. To read to children. No, I mean, like, yeah, his emotional maturity is definitely, so I think single digits probably a little bit low, but, like, definitely someone in their like teenage years for sure. Just like you see the way he responds to people. There's a new Bone Crusher animation. I'm excited. Dovin's Acuity. Okay, I mean, they're technically out of spells here, huh? They have a Brazen Borrower, and that's it. Sick. Alright, let's do it. We have our own personal draw an extra card each turn. Costs a little bit of mana, but, you know, Let's do this now, because we can hit Sanctum Seeker. Just gonna go ahead and play a lethal threat out here. If they hit a sweeper, Vanguard lives through it, so just keep on keeping on. Wonder if they're gonna scry or if they're gonna play Brazen Borrower here. Yeah, the fact that this lifting off actually makes Brazen Borrower better against it is just kind of medium. That one's pretty good. I guess it just trades with this or gets eaten by this. Less good. Okay, that's a good one to pick up. Oh, I should play this first, right? I'm losing 1 extra life here. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Gold Dead Ringer. It's weird how it's easy to have gas in the tank when we're just like drawing infinite cards. They draw a bounce spell here. Oh, Brazen Borrower lets them diddle Vanguard. Okay. Which prevents me from flipping landing. So we'll put them to 4 after they block here. That's very good. Yeah, definitely manual tapper. Historic Merfolk sounds good. Show me settle the wreckage. Show me potato salad. It's unfortunate. Really wanted to flip my landing. Oh, the deck glows blue while they're opting. Is that new or did I miss that? They have Spell Pierce in their control deck. Interesting. Alright, they're down to nothing other than a scry here. Well, it's the same as buying it with gems, assuming you're buying the biggest gem pack. You also get the mythic and the thing with it. It's like it's technically a deal no matter how you slice it. Hey, Wubwin, thanks for the 22 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one wherever you are. That 1 extra life I took earlier off the castle being super relevant here since I can't save my second Adanto. This is my favorite deck of all time. Temur Flash, Innistrad RTR Standard. Played Yeva, Nature's Herald, and Wolfear Avenger. They were my squad. Hey, thanks for the 3 months, Kismet. I appreciate that. Thank you for the compliment. You're gaining so much life, chat. They top both. That doesn't bode well for us. If they have like an opt or something, they have to pick both these up too. It's pretty scary. Speaking of pretty scary, it's a good one. Crunch. They don't have settle the wreckage up here. God, we're one short. That's such a tilt. I think I hold this for now. Nah, I'm gonna cast it because it kills them through settle the wreckage. I feel like bouncing my token there is weird. They need a sweeper regardless, so I feel like they should just, like, bounce one of their enchantments to hope to, like, have an extra removal spell after. I think I'm happy with how I boarded. Just, like, Duress in, like, Conclave Tribunal out. Let's run it. Yeah, try and win on the draw here, which is a tough call. Yeah, they could have also bounced the pinger to play to settle us out. Very true. Why am I so good at this game? Years of practice. I'm going to keep this. We're going to draw a white source on turn 1. Rats. Hashtag never lucky. Conspiracy theory take. They called it historic suspension announcement, so it'd make clickbait articles of people thinking historic had been suspended. Yikes. Yeah, this hand was like the stone cold nuts if it drew a white source, so, and it's still like pretty fine with that one, so.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
White source this turn, please. We're probably dead at this point. You play Magic for 2,000 plus hours a year? Yeah, probably.
I've got time.
Is that accurate? 52 to... We're so unlucky. Alright, so let's go Sorin. Down tick, put in Adanto. Play this. We're not excited about it, but it's where we're at in life, chat. Gonna call that one good enough. They probably had some real life thing pop up. I would assume they had some real life thing pop up. Sometimes life rears its ugly head. What's real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, oh, escape from reality. Will the Discord royalty get on Jeff's friends list? Maybe. That's a big one. Battlegrounds is the Hearthstone one, Marty. Underlords was the Dota one. Oh yeah, Battlegrounds, definitely. Those videos are up on YouTube still, BT dubs. If you want to relive the glory days. Magic Battlegrounds. Back from my childhood. Yeah, Magic Arena is a release-ready product. Of course we have a friends list. Come on now. Super, super basic feature. See, it pops up here, and it reminds me that I have no friends. Thank you, Magic Arena, for hurting my self-esteem. Magic Arena's so mean to me. Ooh, that's a new one. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. God, I'm one short from Stormfist killing them. That's such a tilt. Right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. YOLO. I assume we're dead here, but, you know, as you will. Not only is Torbrand opponents, but it's only for damage, and this doesn't deal damage. Kaya sounds great. Champion of Dusk does not sound great. This down may or may not be good. Let's do this for now. See how it goes. Battle Mage. I do not remember that one. Was that a Magic? Was that Magic IP? I don't think I ever heard of that one. Lazo Tip is still easily the best thing. Yeah, I like this one. This is my forever avatar. Don't tell Christy, but the Lazo Tep and I have a thing on the side. It's my one's not going anywhere. It's my favorite. I got the flu. Gross. Never heard of MTG Battlegrounds until today. You're missing out. If you want some terrible video game nostalgia, 10 out of 10 would recommend MTG Battlegrounds. It's probably spelled different though, Reaver. Christy's name is spelled one of the less common ways for her name. Lordy, lordy. Attack was so good it was illegal, chat. Attack was so good it was illegal. Shisha. Alright. Yeah, let's just do that again, huh? Let's just run that one back. Sounds good. Yeah, this is fine. Sorin into a Lord there would have been more efficient. Yeah, but then my Sorin loses 3 loyalty. I'd rather have a higher loyalty Sorin in play. An attack is illegal, your opponent has already died. Oh, yikes. Alright, so hoping to draw a Sorin next turn so we can drop Vona into play. If we draw Sorin, we can go Sorin, down tick Vona, and then cast Sanctum Seeker the following turn. This card seems sweet in a black-red burn deck like the opponent's playing. Two matches into suspensions, or 3 matches into suspensions, like haven't played against a single, only 1 green deck in 3 or whatever. Which is sweet. About to get shocked, aren't I? Really? Okay, sure. Means I didn't get to play Skymarcher this turn, but getting to eat their thing sounds great. Yes, the Cerebus was part of today's patch. They put in the pre-order bundles. War of the Spark Sorin's okay. It's fine in these aggressive matchups. I don't know that it's better than any of the cards I'm already playing. Again, like Magic's just not a game that's about playing just all the cards that are good. You got to narrow it down to 60. Yeah, got a three-headed dog, 3-headed doge. This is Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Okay. We don't like we're in an okay spot here with the second Sanctum Seeker. If they don't have a way to kill this here. Yep. So they know Vona's coming. Their hand's kind of low on cards, huh? Is it crazy? What if I just go triple 3-drop Conclave Tribunal here? That's my plan. Like they're down to 3 cards. I'm at 11. I had the follow-up Sanctum Seeker. So like if they don't like Chain Whirler me here, I get to go like Sanctum Seeker, Crunch, and then like this triggers and gains me some life here. And then we get to flip the Legion's Landing if they don't have any removal as well. And like if they're spending burn spells on my vampires, they're not sending burn spells at my face, so that's also good for us. They're also like at 13, so like we're closing relatively quickly. Hey, Bob. Good morning to you. Yeah, we've got some good ones. The Grixis deck, I'm looking forward to especially. Okay, even if they bite us here down to 4, this is gonna put us back up to 7 next turn. And they're gonna take 9 or 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'm down to 6. I'm pretty sure if they risk factor here, I give them cards. The chance they can deal 7 with 4 mana is super low. The chance they deal 7 with 4 mana is lower than the chance they have a 3 left in their last 2 cards. Yeah, I think we're gonna stabilize here. So have your cards. Is there any way to deal 7 with 4? Shock, lightning strike. Mix of skewers too. Yep. I think that, like I said, I think that's less likely. Fight with Fire does not hit people. It hits players when you kick it. It does not hit players on the front half. Gosh, we're really bad at winning die rolls with our aggro deck. We should work on that. I might keep this. Tap lands. This is a button that reminds me I have no friends. It's a lot like real life, really. Thanks for the 13 months, PCV. I appreciate that. Welcome back. That's a great draw. Call me an amateur, but it took me today to realize there's a module that allows you to reload modules in Python so you can make changes on the fly. Yeah, Python's super flexible. Why do you need friends when you have subs? Only 999k shillings so I can buy your friendship. I'd like the record to reflect that I don't get any money from shillings. They are purely an engagement driver. Man, we are about to like end their whole career here, huh? Look at how engaged I am. Tap you, tap you, tap you, tap you. Gosh, I forgot how good Conclave Tribunal was. Can we bump Soul Flare? We definitely can, Citrus. Thanks for the support. If I attack like this, they take 1, and then they take 8 total here. They'll go to 3. So they can eat my Conquistador if they'd like, but then they're going to 3. Seems like a fair trade. Your move, Yugi boy. Trigger my knights. Bop, bop. The sleeve that my opponent and I are actually both using right now is one of the, what's it called, sleeves? It's one of the sleeves from, the hidden layer, secret layer thing. This is a Vanguard out on the draw. I feel like this is Vanguard out on the draw. One engagement, please, to bump the Drakehaven build around. Sounds good, Allure. Thanks for the support. Maybe this is a mulligan. I think the sunglass burrito is the best use of shillings. It's definitely up there. Can someone explain the burrito to me? So burritos, they take something called a tortilla. It's like really compressed flat bread. And inside of it, you put whatever delicious food you would like to eat. You put like vegetables and beans. Some people put meat, sour cream. Gushers potato chips. What I recommend if you want to start learning coding? Learning coding is different for everyone. I'm someone who always learns best by doing. So like whenever I want to work on a project, I always just like dive into it. Like find something I want to build and then build it. How's Historic so far? So far it's been a lot less green than it previously was. There's actually, I think we played 4 or 5 matches now, and this is only our second opponent playing for us. I might be stuck at the victory screen. These people are great. Buy their stuff. Endless victory awaits. This is what you get for wanting a friends list. Oh, I can be reminded that I have no friends on the loading screen too. Just all the daggers. Hey, Stingray, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Do you put pineapple on your burritos too? I'm not a big fan of fruit in burritos, no. I wouldn't judge people who are, but personally not a fan. I do generally like mushrooms in burritos, though. Burritos with mushrooms in them tend to be delicious. Listen, there's 2 types of people in the world. People who like pineapple on pizza and people who are wrong. Make sure you're in the right group chat, okay? That's all I'm saying. Make sure you're on the right side of history. How am I ever supposed to beat 1-1s, chat? That's a decent pickup. Is that flying yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be 9. I think I'm willing to pay 4 to kill one of these. It's got to cut through eventually. Three lands, yep. They've milled a lot of lands, unfortunately. I don't know what they're going for if they're like an undergrowth deck. Next turn, I'll get to go land, attack with everything, play Champion of Dusk post-combat. Blood for Bones, yep. I get back like Murderous Rider here. Vona Shaman, sure. Oh, they're gonna put Murderous Rider back in hand. That makes sense. Okie-doke. Hey, Corral, thank you for the very generous tier 2 resub and for the 11th month of that. Thanks for keeping me around. Be sure to take a peek at the deck here. Let me know something you'd like to see a little bit sooner in there. Yep, that's a Cavalier. So if they have another Blood for Bones here, we could be in trouble. Just Murderous Rider, eh? They dead? We're on a 9. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're exactly dead, right? Hey, Karma Nova, thank you for the very generous tier 3 resub. I appreciate the 25 months at that. That's a long time. It's over 2 years. Pod rules. Thanks for the 10 months. Thanks for shipping your Beza bucks back this way again. All right, so they're on things from the graveyard. Kaya's probably fine. She attacks their graveyard. Conclave Tribunal seems good. Vona's probably a little bit slow. Vona's been pretty medium. Been cutting her a lot, and she was like too slow against the red deck. This might be a card that I'm not interested in having as a 5th 5-drop. Alright, what do I want to get rid of here? Use my tier 3 for the Fevered Visions and Probable Alliance Builder on and Pioneer. You definitely can, Karma. Vision / Alliance and Pioneer. That should bump it up into tomorrow, I believe. So I get to get that put together tonight. Tier 2 subs cannot add new decks to the queue, Corel. You can bump things already in there, but not add new ones. Similar, basically the same as like how shillings work. Can bump something up, but not add an additional. Need 3 cuts here. It's just Sanctum Seeker. I'm sure Sanctum Seeker. Give this a go. If I said Sultai, Driven to Despair for Pioneer, yes, definitely, Marty. 110%. Would know what you meant. Easy mulligan on the Hearthstone hand there. Bottom Knight here. 1, 2, 3. It's just elementary. What could it be? Should have been greedy and bottom to land, chat. Should have been greedy and bottom to land. Oh, any scrying. Any scrying puts the thing around the deck now. The blue glow isn't just opt, it's any scry now. Neat. Okay. It might be right to play Sorin here instead of Lieutenant, if only because it plays around a sweeper. But I guess unless their sweeper is... I guess Ritualist Soot doesn't kill this and Cry doesn't kill this, so maybe we're okay regardless. Yes, the dog is Huey, Dewey, and Louie. It's actually funny, Jake's actually been watching DuckTales on Disney Plus recently. The original one from the late 80s, early 90s. What is Journey to Oven? If you ever have a question about what an upcoming deck list is, you can always check out the my website. The deck queue is posted there. Maybe I'm supposed to like Sorin plus on here. So that way this can't kill it. Yeah, maybe this attack is wrong without playing the Sorin first. Really? Huh? I think I just shoot this, right? Did I just shoot them? We just shoot them, right? They're at 5 and I have another Sorin.
Defeating you will not bring me pleasure.
Turns out Lightning Helix is pretty good. I sat and watched a number of episodes with him. It seemed mostly fine to Leslie. That was definitely a concern of mine when he picked it out. And Disney actually put warnings on a number of their older cartoons that have things like that. That have references and things like that that are not great. Warner Brothers did too. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Rather than pretending they didn't exist, just like acknowledging those issues and being like, this is not okay, but we're not going to pretend it didn't happen. Is ideal. All right, anywho, vampires. I don't know. Felt a lot like the deck did when it was in standard. When you get to run people down, they die very quickly. I think my one change after playing that set would be cut the Vona, put the 4th Legion's Landing back in. I was a little bit hesitant to play 4 Legion's Landing just because I only have 8 untapped white sources on 1, but playing Legion's Landing on 2 alongside a second 1-drop off of Isolated Chapel is like pretty okay, and this card flipping was super relevant at a number of points. Frequently this deck wants to go 1-drop on 1 into 1-drop on 2, and then can flip Legion's Landing on 3 and cast Champion of Dusk, which is nice. As far as sideboards go, sideboards are going to be pretty in flux in this format as it gets settled down. Like, they just had the first round of suspension, so most of the sideboard here is pretty much guesswork. I'd be surprised if 4 Grasp and 4 Duress isn't particularly good. Just because, like, those cards are just kind of general. Like, there are a lot of things that are playing white and or green cards. Duress is just good against control decks in general. But it felt like a pretty good jumping in point for Vampires. We won more than we lost. Felt like what our proactive game plan was doing. Felt very reasonable. Probably going to throw this one up on the website. I think I already have artwork from Vampires when it was in Standard. And this is an archetype that I assume when more other Vampires get sprinkled in over the course of the next few years can only get better. So, all right. We got a bunch of Historic coming up here today. Locthwain was actually super relevant in one of the control matches that we played, so I don't think I would cut the Locthwains. I was pretty happy with the Castles. Have an extra way to generate card advantage. All right, so we're going to roll on into some Esper busts up next. I'm going to go ahead and hit a quick ad roll so I can run to the restroom and get the deck list updated for her. But when we get back, we're going to play some of this sweet mid-range combo deck.